Happy Thursday. Didn't get up and run today because it's raining so bad, and in all reality I stayed up late doing research, so I just couldn't get to it. Oh well. Woke up lighter today, which is, you know, interesting because we do all these things and we put our body under all these stress, and then the system reacts by holding on to all these fluids in order to repair itself. You know, you feel great, and that's probably because of endorphins and adrenaline, different things like that. And, you know, it depends on your level of exhaustion. Some people can take, you know, training consecutive days in a row at a very high intensity, you know, before they just feel totally depleted and can't continue. Sap the nervous system, you know, it depends on the person. But, you know, I felt good. I felt better when I woke up today. I mean, I do think that it was beneficial to take the rest. It's not like in a 7-day period I don't have until Sunday to actually, you know, regroup and get those calories burned. You know, with the run, I could just, you know, do the run Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You know, it's not going to be very, you know, very much fun, but at least the work gets done. Which my goal is to run 4 times in a 7-day period. So we'll see how that works out. I'm going to be completely unvarnished and honest about what's going on with everything. But like I said, I woke up lighter today. So in all reality, you know, if I don't need to destroy myself, you know, I had a good lift yesterday, good sweat, worked back. Everything, all the rest times were good. Everything was flowing, you know, superbly. And, you know, there really wasn't much of a need to make the addition of the run to yesterday in all reality. I mean, I was very modest in my food intake yesterday. I didn't go over my calories. I don't even think I touched my calories for the day. I may have touched my carbs, but I definitely didn't get the protein, which, you know, isn't good for gains, but I'm not really like a protein fool. You know, I don't eat meat, so it's very difficult for me to get the amount of protein that I would need to grow at the rate that most people that are lifting like I'm lifting want to grow. But I'm not looking to get big. I'm not looking to get bulky, thick muscles. I'm getting older. I don't want to be carrying a bunch of weight. Even the weight that I've put on has just been it's been a process of, you know, muscle memory. You know, I've been much bigger in the past as far as like fat cells and muscle fibers. So it's very easy for me to gain the amount of weight that I've gained, 20 pounds. It's very easy. It's nothing. You know, especially being an endomorph, it's very easy for us to put on weight, especially if you're not keeping your carbs low. And, you know, some strength gains have come with that, and, you know, that's fine. You know, I'm good with it because I know that when I lean back down, I know that I'm gonna be more appealing to the eye, as one would say. Okay, so to the topic at hand. You are going to have to evaluate the people that you live with and the people that you hang out with when you're an endomorph, because you're like your company. And if you're always going out to eat at crappy food places and you're intaking all these crappy foods, is it because of your environment? You know, is it because of the people that live in your house, buy foods and fill the cupboard and the refrigerator and the shelves with foods that do not work for your health plan? We have to be very, very careful about what we put in our view, especially if we have not become honed in our skills to control our food intake. If you're a wee babe in the woods, you know, you can't have those ruffles in, you know, sitting around all the time, and you see those all the time. You can't walk down the aisles at the store when you're hungry down the cereal aisle. These are foods that endomorphs should not be eating. I mean, I think ever. You know, if you like Ruffles, make your own potatoes. You know, if you like cereal, you know, make, you know, cereal out of oats and honey, and fruit. You know, you can make cereal that way. You don't have to eat these crappy cereals that they sell in the stores that are, you know, processed, filled with artificial sugars, artificial flavors, and are just junk, you know, food, fake food, carbohydrates that are gonna spike your insulin levels. The worst thing that you could do is have a bowl of processed cereal in the morning as an Endomorph. I think the worst thing you could do, you know, period. Sorry, so dark in here. I'll try and light it up a little bit with the lights. You know, that maybe that'll help a little bit. Sorry, but sometimes we just have to let people go. You know, especially if you are trying. You know, it's just like a recovering alcoholic. Are you gonna go hang around with people that drink all the time if you're trying to quit drinking? If you're trying to quit smoking weed or smoking cigarettes or smoking crack, are you gonna go? Is anyone that's helping you rehabilitate going to tell you to go hang around people that do this kinds of stuff, so you put yourself in a position where you have to, you know, use your willpower reserves in order to refrain from partaking in these events? You know, you know, I've had to talk to my partner. Hey, can we not buy this stuff for a while? You know, let me get my, you know, thing rolling, and then I'll let you know, or you can ask me like a month from now, or give me this amount of time, and then, you know, do whatever you want. But if you're gonna buy that stuff, leave it in the car, leave it in a bag, or bag it up in, you know, in such a way where I can't see it, so then I don't even think that those things are available to me in the house. Those are the kind of decisions that you have to make as an Endomorph, because not everybody has our metabolism. You know, not everyone has to stay away from these foods. You know, do they affect their body? Yes, but they affect them on more of like a, you know, a structural level, as far as like joint pain, you know, mental, you know, those things affect us too, but it doesn't affect their fat storage like it affects ours. It doesn't affect insulin the way that it affects ours. You have to stay away from these foods. You have to develop a willpower and a lifestyle that is unlike most people. Most people are not Endomorphs. You know, especially African Americans. African Americans are Endomorphs for the most part. You know, not all, but I see a lot of overweight African Americans, and I look at that person, I look at the thighs, I look at the body shape, and I'm thinking that's an Endomorph. You know, and they have no idea that all these soul foods and fatty foods and sugary foods are destroying them. You have to get it under control. And if it takes changing your environment, heck, if it takes moving out, if it takes breaking up with someone, if it takes, you know, telling them, hey, you put this stuff in the house again, we're done. You know, if your health is bad, if you're over 300 pounds and you don't have, you know, the willpower and you don't have the control over your life that you need to acquire to move into a healthier mindset and lifestyle, then, you know, the things that are putting you in the position to maintain that level of life, they have to go. I know a lot of people aren't going to say that, but it's just the truth. Those that love you and support you and understand your situation will do what they need to do to assist you and help you reach your goals. That includes like buying things that they know that you shouldn't eat, or presenting things to you, or putting you in situations where you're going to, you know, backslide, or whatever you want to call it, into unhealthy, you know, eating choices. Okay? So, yeah. Happy Thursday.